Here's 11 foods I bet you didn't know the Instant Pot could make. First, did you know that the Instant Pot can actually make yogurt? Your life will never be the same once you make homemade yogurt. It is so good. It tastes nothing like what you can get in the store, and it's only 2 or 3 ingredients if you want to sweeten it. I have a full video tutorial as well as a blog post with tons of FAQs that you can check out, but yogurt is one of the best things that you can make in the Instant Pot. That's definitely one of the rare, lesser known things you can make. Next, did you know that you can make absolutely perfect, easy peel eggs in the Instant Pot? I don't know what happens, but those shells on the eggs peel off instantaneously when you cook them in the Instant Pot. Not only that, you only have to use 1 cup of water and a couple of minutes to get perfectly tender, perfectly soft, perfectly cooked and not overcooked or rubbery hard-boiled eggs for deviled eggs, for snacking, for eating, for Easter eggs. You have to make hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. One thing about creating and cooking on the internet is that it can be a little vulnerable, especially because I get comments about my appearance every single day. That's why I like using Lumino products to help me feel my absolute best. I first heard about Lumino products on Instagram, where a bunch of influencers I love following were talking about their whitening strips. So I ordered them on Amazon and I've been using them for years and years, and I will say I absolutely love them. Lumino whitening strips use non-toxic, clean ingredients, so they're perfect if you have sensitive teeth. Other products mostly use peroxide that can cause temporary damage to your teeth enamel, which can lead to increased sensitivity, which hurts. I've actually gotten my teeth professionally whitened several times before, but it just hurts so bad that it really turns me off from trying to do that ever again. Not only does it hurt, but it's also really expensive, whereas Lumino products are so affordable, they're natural, they're clean, and there's no sensitivity. Lumino uses ingredients like dead sea salt, lemon peel, and coconut oil instead of that harmful peroxide that can hurt and damage your teeth. You can pick up Lumino whitening strips as well as their entire product line of toothbrushes, whitening mouthwash, and whitening toothpaste on Amazon. You can also use my link and code to get 25% off the starter kit. You can see that the results speak for themselves. I love Lumino products and I'm so grateful for them for sponsoring today's video. Next, did you know that you can make vanilla extract in your Instant Pot? This is really simple. All you have to do is add 1 or 2 vanilla beans that have been split and scraped, and add some bourbon or vodka inside of a mason jar, and then you just pressure cook it for about 40 to 60 minutes, and then you just let it cool and sit in a dark place for a little while, and then you have kind of an expedited homemade vanilla extract. Next, you can make an entire whole roasted chicken in the Instant Pot. Now, I will say with the caveat that it's not going to be roasted or browned on the top, but it will cook through totally and completely to make it very fall apart tender. And if you want to get a little bit of browning on it, you can just put your roast chicken in the oven or like a large air fryer, or if you have an air fryer lid, you just put that right on top of the chicken, like I have here in my Ninja Foodie, which is a pressure cooker air fryer combo appliance. And you can make a really nice roast chicken with lots of juices for gravy every single time, and it is actually a really good time savings. Something that I know a lot of people really enjoy, but is one of those kind of lesser known Instant Pot foods, is to make raw, dry beans in your Instant Pot in a fraction of the time. Now, you know that if you make dry beans at home regularly, that you have to usually soak them in some water and then you have to boil or simmer them for a really long time. But you can just put dry beans directly into your Instant Pot with whatever desired liquid and seasonings, and you can make tender, delicious beans in a fraction of the time. I've got recipes for this in my first cookbook and on my website, so you can check those out at trytestedandtrue.com, but it's so easy. Next, something that I recently made that you may not think about is that you can make homemade dog food in your Instant Pot. Now, when my baby Luna was a little bit sick earlier this summer, I made her some brown rice, chicken, and potato, or not potato, was it? Sweet potato or pumpkin? It was pumpkin. And I just put that all in the Instant Pot. Brown rice, frozen chicken breast, and some pumpkin straight into the Instant Pot. And I just set it to cook for about 40 minutes. And when it was done, it was this perfectly cooked, simple dog food for my dog when she wasn't feeling very well, but you can do any sorts of ingredients that you use in your regular dog food, and it cooks really easily in one pot. Next, did you know that you can make popcorn in your Instant Pot. Of course, we're not going to be pressure cooking the popcorn in the Instant Pot. All you have to do is put the Instant Pot on the saute setting and add about a tablespoon to 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil or regular oil, and then a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of popcorn kernels. And then you just kind of like shake it around and mix it around. Make sure you use a glass lid for this, but you can make popcorn anywhere you decide to take your Instant Pot. And last time I gave this tip, a lot of people were kind of like, eye roll, where would you ever need to take your Instant Pot and make popcorn on the go? But you might be surprised that a lot of people travel with their Instant Pots, whether that's camping, in an RV, they have it in the back of a big rig truck where they're trucking across the country and they don't have a microwave. A lot of people use Instant Pots in very creative ways. And so just because it doesn't apply to you doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to be super helpful for someone else. Next, something that I love to share with people that you can make in your Instant Pot is homemade healthy bone broth. Bone broth is one of the best foods for you, and it's so simple to make at home when it can be kind of expensive to buy at the store. All you have to do to make your bone broth is just fill up your Instant Pot with any veggie scraps, bones, carcasses, anything that like has, you know, bones that you would regularly put in bone broth or stock that you make on the stove. You just put it in your Instant Pot, fill it up with water, and you pressure cook it for about 30 to 60 minutes. It just depends on how long you want to simmer and get all those nutrients out of the bones. But then you have beautiful bone broth that didn't stink up your whole house, that you didn't have to babysit on the stove for hours, and it is really, really good for you. I really like to just store mine in mason jars and then put them in the freezer, and then I'll use them for like soup or really any instance in which you use chicken stock. I love making bone broth in my Instant Pot. Next, something that I love to make in my Instant Pot that you may not know about is creme brulee. If you've ever made creme brulee before, you know that it's kind of tedious in that you have to put it in a water bath or a bain-marie in the oven. And that's because the custard really needs that nice moist environment to cook correctly. And so I found that the Instant Pot is a great replication of that cooking method in a smaller and more convenient form. So you can make a delicious creme brulee in your Instant Pot. It's very, very simple, and you can get that recipe in my cookbook or on my website, trytestedandtrue.com. Did you know that you can make cranberry sauce from scratch in your Instant Pot in minutes? It's so simple to just throw the cranberries in there, and you can make cranberry sauce for the holidays without having to have it sputter and splatter all over the stove. It's very convenient that way, and I love making it every November, kind of earlier on, so then I can just keep it in the fridge, and it's something that keeps in the fridge for a nice long time, so then you don't have to rush and make it last minute. Last, did you know that you can make pasta dishes in the Instant Pot? This is actually a really great appliance to make one-pot meals in, and I have a lot of pasta dishes on my channel and on my website. But the nice thing about it is that the Instant Pot just cooks the noodles all the way through with the sauce, with the protein, with the vegetables, and it's very simple to make a quick one-pot meal in the Instant Pot. I don't recommend that you use spaghetti noodles all the time. I find that those are actually the worst noodles to make, like a pasta dish with in the Instant Pot, but if you have a rolled or a kind of a shaped noodle, those work really nicely in the Instant Pot, and I have lots of videos and recipes for those in my cookbook and also on my website, trytestedandtrue.com. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch this one next, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, bye.